Oh, how y'all? And how YouTube? Man, man, I've been YouTube in probably a couple of weeks, so yeah, I'm kind of like quitting off YouTube for a while. So okay, I'm back with another video. Um, yeah, I'm tired of my part of my series of Montgomery versus my old state of Alabama video. So okay, I can first start my little title of my videos called first I'm talking about the, the prisoners. I'm in prison. Hold on. First, I'm starting with the prisons in Alabama. Why is Alabama prison is so overcrowded and is overpopulated. First, I'm talking about this topic. About um I said prisoners in Alabama. Prisons and why it is too crowded and why it's overcrowded. But okay, the reason why is because when you go to prison is that the whole state of the prisons in Alabama can be overcrowded because a lot of inmates a lot of inmates should be going in and out of prisons and they be causing the state to be overcrowded with a lot of people who's going to I think people going to like Atmore County they're going to yeah let's go to let's go to Atmore to Waller prisons and go to Kirby, which is down here in Montgomery though, which is called Kirby prisons in Atmore counties and type of counties, where they got a lot of black and white people, who basically living in type of poor areas, which you got a lot of I say a lot of low prisons, people be house that they got a lot of a lot of people go to many prisons, in Alabama. Like prisons, I think like I think like in time of jail, they go into means that the prisons in Alabama could be overcrowded with people who are basically coming in, who are either a different ethnicity, like people who are either black or white, it depends on how they might, want to, go to any type of facility, which housing many people of, I say over 1,000 people though, over 1,000 people who come to prison means that people who are housed in the type of low, medium facilities means that people who are being housed in the type of facilities and people who are doing basically probably time in prison or doing probably 30, 40 years in prison or 10 years for offense, they might be committed, but I think prison in Alabama could be overcrowded over the whole nation. Yeah, I done research about first I done my research on basically on about how the prison could be overcrowded. Okay, number one is people they could get the people that could get the people that could get in trouble though, people yeah people who get to who's getting into trouble though, let's say if you get charged with murder or bank robbery or burglary, means that people get charged with those type of crime, means that they get housed in those type of facilities, which can have a lot of dangerous inmates coming in, and out of prison. But like let's say if you are being convicted of a marijuana charge, in the state of Alabama, which it could be like a misdemeanor, to have a joint on you, or have like a joint, like a blunt or something. It means that people get charged with things in in state, which can have people be overcrowded, or things. I say yeah, I said to what they can't I said they can't be charged with that, but like say if you are charged with murder or either homicide or either manslaughter, means that you could do probably 10 years or 30 years for for manslaughter or for murder, but I think murder is like in prison. And manslaughter means like up to 10 years or probably 10 years in prison for manslaughter. But murder is like in prison with parole. But yeah, I think the reason why the whole state is very big on putting people in prison is because the whole demographics of people who either black or white, Hispanic people, they be getting basically locked up for a crime. Could be like kidnapping or type of stuff they're doing, but they get charged with kidnapping and I said doing the crimes can be horrible and horrendous for people to do, but yeah, I think people who are being put in type of prisons is they makes it I say much harder for them to to keep the whole state from being overcrowded, over being overcrowded and being too dangerous for people who basically put in prison for type of offense, but yeah, I think like the type of state they're living in, they have a lot of jail houses. It be overcrowded, with people who are doing time in prison or that person doing time for for either a crime or doing time for a drug charge, means that a person can be overcrowded with I say with a lot of inmates, a lot of people who are doing a amount of time in a joint, but yeah, I think why it could. Yeah, I think why people should not get in trouble though, that they get in trouble in the state of Alabama though. Yeah, yeah, I feel like Alabama is a place, known, known as my hometown, so my state living there now. But yeah, I think a state to where it be have a where where it can keep up where it can keep up. I said I said where it can become an issue though, with people who is basically try to jailhouse people, in type of facilities, which is got like got like killers and rapists, who doing time, but it's just how they are housing in type of one bed room facility though, we got a lot of bad people in it, but yeah, that one thing about this is about how it could be resolved, or how these things could be I say being more in a poverty stricken areas. We have a lot of people who are doing time in prison. Somebody who doing up to 15 years or less in prison, means that they are all overcrowded people. In prison because of the the whole. Let me see. I say the overcrowding. The whole hold on. I say the whole population of people, who are doing time, but yeah, I think about how it be resolved, but so but them are the video for the day, y'all. So God bless, amen, peace.